That was Chris Phillips, the former head of Britain's National Counter-Terrorism Security Office. The British Prime Minister, Theresa May, is making another bid to win support for her Brexit deal by offering assurances on workers' rights to the opposition Labour Party. Many Labour MPs have demanded guarantees that the UK wouldn't fall behind EU standards after Brexit. Meanwhile, there's further concern after Northern Ireland's top civil servant issued warnings about the effects of a no-deal Brexit. Well, our correspondent in London, Vincent McAviney, can join us now to give us more detail on this. So, hello to you there, Vinny. First of all, how significant is Theresa May's offer of a vote on workers' rights?
Good morning, Janet. Well, what this offer reveals is how worried Theresa May is over next week's vote on her withdrawal agreement. That's happening on the 12th. And of course, the first time it went to the House of Commons back in January, it was heavily defeated. Some 117 of her own MPs voted it down. And the DUP, the Northern Irish Party, who were meant to support her, also voted it down. Now, since then, she's lost 3 of her MPs to the independent group. And it seems that some of those MPs are still minded to vote down her withdrawal agreement. So she's got to look across the aisle and try and get support from opposition parties. And she's been trying to do that with some Labour MPs, those in northern Brexit supporting seats. She offered them on Monday a £1.6 billion fund for development. Many people said that that would be a bribe because she wasn't making clear the formula for use. It looked like she was targeting some of those MPs' specific constituencies. And now she is saying to them, look, we will do our best to adopt the workers' rights that the EU will be pursuing. We'll make sure all of the ones that we've got now are protected. And she said that the MPs will be given a vote on adopting future EU rights. The trade unions will be consulted, and there'll be a new enforcement agency to protect vulnerable and agency workers. So this is a bid to try and get as many of those MPs from the Labour benches as possible who are worried about voting down Brexit because of their constituency maths to come on board with her plan and help her get it over the line next week. But the trade union movement, who support Labour traditionally, have been pretty lukewarm on this. The TUC came out and said yesterday that this is just window dressing and doesn't go far enough.
And there's been a pretty stark warning, hasn't there, from Northern Ireland's chief civil servant about the prospect of a no-deal Brexit. What more can you tell us about that?
That's right. The chief civil servant in Northern Ireland, David Sterling, has written this letter giving this advice in which he says the consequences of material business failure as a result of no-deal Brexit, combined with changes to everyday life and potential border frictions, could well have a profound and long-lasting impact on society. And what he's talking about there is the possibility of food shortages if that hard border goes in place, because food won't be able to move between the Republic and the North. And then as well unrest, because traditionally Northern Ireland has had high unemployment. If there is more economic problems there, that could lead to greater unemployment and then civil unrest. The tensions in Northern Ireland, which did vote heavily to remain, are right at the surface at the moment. I've been reporting from there the past couple of weeks. I had a report yesterday in which everyone on both the Catholic and the Protestant side said that they feel like Brexit was a new dividing line that they didn't need, and it could lead to the sparking off again of some of those tensions after 20 years of relative peace.
Vinny, thank you very much.